Hey, everybody, welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your host, the Indian Cinemaniac himself, with another 10ish minute review. And this one is off the recommended list that you guys filled out. This is a little change of pace, too. And it's an Aamir Khan film. And you guys know my affinity for Mr. Khan, Aamir Khan. This was recommended by Ryan Malek 8747, a long time viewer and very active in the comments. And he, as well as others, have offered advice on building up the channel because right now I've got about 58 subscribers, which I'm thrilled about. Please do not misunderstand this. I love the fact that you guys are sticking with me, but I'm not getting a lot of new ones. And one of the things that people keep saying is, and I think I brought it up in one of the videos. So I get between 50 and 60 views, but I'm only getting like 10 likes and very little commenting. And it's usually from the same people, which, by the way, I love. And I love the back and forth, as I always say, but not new people. And the only way this is going to build, the only way YouTube will push out these videos is to, you have to get comments, you have to get likes, and I'm putting a lot of content on, but it's taken a while, obviously. So when you subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Even you're checking this out and you're going, I don't know, I don't want to watch this. Just hit like, just help me out, would you please? Because it's a lot of fun, and I'll watch a movie. You recommend it, I'll watch it. I'm even going to try a trailer reaction with Sing 'Em Again. Now, I don't know if it's going to work because every time I try one of those, I got a copyright hit, but I'm going to try to break it up and maybe it'll work. We'll try because I'm so psyched about that movie. I can't wait to see it. So the film that Ryan Malek 8747 recommended, knowing I am a huge Aamir Khan fan, is 1993's Hain Rahi Pyar, a comedy starring Aamir Khan, a very young Aamir Khan, and seeing him so young. I don't know when he started. I think if I read right, he started in the late 80s. So this is still relatively new for him. And it was directed by Mahesh Bhatt, stars Aamir Khan, Juhi Chawla, Sharokh Bharucha, and Kunal Kemmu. Now, the story is a homage to a lot of films. One of them was, I definitely got an Overboard vibe starring Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I definitely got that. I saw someone wrote Adventures in Babysitting. I definitely didn't see that. It had a little Mary Poppins almost, I thought. There were some other things too, but the story is basically about, and it gets right into it. There's no backstory. Um, Aamir Khan plays a character whose sister and brother-in-law die, and he is responsible for the three kids. And it's the trials and tribulations of him as a single guy, young guy, 28, whatever he was, dealing with the three kids while also dealing with a clothing factory that he has now taken over with a giant order that he has to fulfill. And that's the bad guy, the order he's trying to fulfill. And then this young lady comes into their lives and ingratiates herself with him and the kids, and how it all ends up. Now this was a long movie, I have to tell you. Do I think it was too long? I do. But the story was, like I said, it wasn't very original because you've seen this in so many, at least I've seen it in a lot of Hollywood movies. So I guess I'll give the story, a two because it wasn't very original. Okay. So what are some things that happen in this film? Let's see here. So his name is Raul, and they set the tone right away that the kids are terrors because he's got servants to help out while he's at work, and they antagonize these servants where they want to leave. Um, um, and then they introduce her character, which is, I know I wrote these down somewhere. No, Maya's the hot one. Well, not the hot one, the one that wants it has the hots for Raul. Oh shit. Oh, that was Vajayanti. So her father wants to hook her. He's very wealthy. He wants to hook her up with somebody, and the guy that she was supposed to marry looked gay to me. Okay, now is that even? Should I even say that? But he did look gay. In fact, she says she doesn't want to marry him. She says, I don't want to marry this cartoon. Okay. So she ends up running away. The kids end up running away. They all hook up at a fair where they meet each other. And now they're helping each other out. They're going to let her stay with them at his house, excuse me, without letting him know. Rahul. So, and the kids' names are Sunny, Mooney, and Vicky. And they were cute. I thought they were cute. Oh, there was something in his bedroom, in Aamir Khan's bedroom, the character. He had an 8x10 photo of himself in a frame on the desk. Now, I'm a big Aamir Khan fan, but does that mean he's a big fan of himself too? I thought that was kind of interesting. And then there's a scene where I'm not going to do a whole story thing, but anyway, that's basically the story. Now, the challenge is in his factory, he's got to get 100,000 shirts done in 15 days. And the guy that wants it done is this businessman that wants to, if the factory can't fulfill the order, he'll auction off the factory in Rahul's house. So he doesn't want it to happen. So there's a whole conflict there. And there's a woman throughout this movie, Maya, who's trying to hit on Aamir Khan's character. Well, you come to find out she's the daughter of this guy. So now the guy wants to hook him up and they get married. Now he's already fallen in love with Vajayanti. So, but he marries her anyway because it's the only way they won't take the factory. And of course, they end up being really bad, and it doesn't work out, and he ends up with the girl, and they all live happily ever after. So that's basically the story. Now, here's my feeling about this movie. You could tell how good Aamir Khan was and how good he was going to be. Because as I watched this film, I couldn't help thinking he was in a completely different movie from everybody else. Because his acting style is not, it's not over the top. It's not cartoonish. It's in this film as grounded as a performance as you could do in a film like this. Everybody else was over the top. And that's something that I've come to understand with Bollywood and Hindi comedies is very broad humor. Not so much in the contemporary stuff, even though it is. But in this, it's over the top. And the other thing they do is, in this, I did find very annoying. They had musical beats. Like, do you know what a rim shot is? For those who don't know what a rim shot is, when a comedian tells a joke, take my wife, please, the drums go bum bum boom to kind of emphasize the punchline. They do that with musical cues throughout this movie, and it was very annoying. It was very cartoonish. So I found this movie a little silly. And looking at it for the time it was made, also, it's definitely a family-friendly film. So I tried to put myself in the shoes. I'm bringing a family to see a family film. And at that level, I could see where you could enjoy this film. It's light. It doesn't get real heavy at any point. There's a lot of music in it that I thought some of them were pretty good. Now watching them now and watching all these contemporary Indian films, it doesn't quite work for me because I just find it too silly. Not him, because again, you could see the difference between him and everyone else, and it was striking. It was really, it really stood out for me. Um, so as far as the performances go, I'm going to give the performances a 3 because where I really appreciated him and could see what he is going to become. The rest of the people, it was just a little too cartoonish for me, a little too over the top. Like the one guy, his assistant who worked in Japan, he's got his pants hiked up to his stomach. You know, real. There was even a burglar in this, a robber who ends up helping them out at the end. But even he was kind of silly. And again, as far as a family film goes, if that's what you want, that's fine. Okay. Now the music, there was a lot of music in this. Like the first song, they're on a stage. The second song, they end up on a stage trying to get away from the police at the fair, and they start doing this number that I thought was kind of cute. Actually, she was in the front, the kids were in the back. The third song, I think that was that the one where, yeah. So it's a song in the factory, and this to me was the best song. I love this song. It's I only want a shirt in factory. Hey handsome, where were you until no? Tell us. That was the name of the song. But the whole dance number, all the women who work in this place and him at the lead, I and it had a really snappy tune too. So I like that. Fourth song, they were driving in a picnic. The car keeps breaking down, so it was all about building the relationship. The fifth song, she was singing with the family and they were playing in the rain. So again, developing the relationship. The sixth song, after he announces his engagement, and you find out Maya and the father are going to ship the kids off to a hostel after they get married. So it's kind of ominous. The seventh song, they throw eggs at Maya and the father and profess their love to each other. And the eighth song, as they make 100,000 shirts, there's a big song there. And there was one line that I really liked. It was part of the song. Do they do this in Japan? No, only in India. And the last song was at their wedding. And that's how it ended. There was one other thing that they did to show Aamir Khan's action chops. He gets surrounded by a bunch of thugs who stole a truck and they're going to beat him up. And he goes, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. All of a sudden it becomes a Bruce Lee movie and he's beating everybody up and everyone's looking at him like, what the heck is this? So the music, you know, it was, to me, it was a 3. Yeah, it was a 3. That one song really stuck out for me. I really liked that one song. And I don't know how people felt about the songs back then. But again, from what I understand, all this, it's family entertainment. So I'm sure the songs, people were dancing in the aisles. I'm sure they loved it. But for me, you know, too much of the songs, I'm not a big fan because the movie was too long, I thought anyway. So my verdict, my overall verdict, again, this type of movie is really not my cup of tea. I've seen a couple of them. It's not that I don't like the old stuff. Like I loved Sholay. I loved Payasa. So I'm not against the old stuff. It just, this was, looking at it from my point of view versus a family oriented thing, I'll give it a 3. The most interesting thing was watching Aamir Khan, who was so young and so different than everybody else, and what the future is going to hold. That to me was what I found the most interesting. I thought the girl, Juhi Chawla, I thought she was funny. She was cute. So I liked her too, and I guess she won an award for this movie too. So yeah, so that's what I think. Overall, it was a 3. So you know, one more thing added to my Aamir Khan playlist, and I got to tell you something. I looked up because I haven't been watching a lot of Aamir Khan films lately, because frankly, there's not a lot that have come out. But I looked up a list of the 10 best Aamir Khan films, and I've seen 9 of them. So I was pretty stoked about that. And hopefully he's going to come out with something soon, because I miss the guy, man. I'm telling you, I just love him as an actor. I just think he's incredible. So anyway, that's my 10ish-minute review on that. So once again, please, and thank you, Ryan Malik 8747 for recommending a Aamir Khan film. I I don't know if you wanted me to like it more than that, but hey, I got to be honest with you, so that's what I thought. So once again, hit the subscribe button, notification button, like button, comment. I don't care. Comment anything. You hate me, you love me, you want me to go away, you think I don't know anything about Indian films. I don't care. Every little bit helps, and I need help. I really do need help on this. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the comments. And I appreciate your loyalty. So thanks. We'll talk to you soon with another 10ish minute review on John Talks Indian Cinema.
Zubi dubi nache kyun pagal stupid man. Zubi dubi pampara zubi dubi parampa. Zubi dubi nache kyun pagal stupid man.